Hello, world changers. It's time to rest. Let's get cozy as we read tonight's comfort bedtime story. Tonight's story is David and the sheep who believed. Let's take a moment and like and share this video. God bless you. High on the rolling hills of Bethlehem, where wildflowers painted the meadows purple and gold, lived the most talkative flock of sheep in all of Israel. And if you listen very carefully on quiet mornings, you might hear them having the most important conversations. There was Woolbert, the wise old ram with curly horn and a beard that had seen many seasons. He liked to stroke his whisker and say things like,
"Back in my days, shepherds carried bigger sticks."
Then there was Buttercup, a fluffy white ewe who worried about everything.
"Oh, my wool! What if wolves come? What if it rains? What if the grass runs out?"
She will fret, pacing in little circles. And bouncing around them both was Pip, the youngest lamb in the flock, whose wool was still as soft as cloud and whose heart was as big as the sky.
Patience, young Pip. We must consider the wisest path to Bethlehem.
Oh dear, what if we never arrive? I'm so worried.
Their shepherd was a boy named David, barely old enough to need a razor, with gentle hands and a voice that could calm the widest storm. When he played his harp under the stars, even the crickets stopped to listen.
"That boy has the heart of a lion."
Woolbert will say proudly, watching David tend a scraped knee or search for a lost lamb in the thorns. One morning, as the sheep were enjoying a particularly delicious patch of clover, a man came running up the hill, breathing hard and covered in dust.
David! David! You must come at once!
David's face grew serious as the messenger whispered urgent words. The sheep huddled together, their ears perked high to catch every sound.
"The Philistine army,"
the man was saying,
"a giant named Goliath, 9 feet tall, challenges Israel every single day."
Buttercup nearly fainted.
"A giant! Oh, my wool! Oh, my wool!"
But David's eye flashed with something the sheep had never seen before. Not anger, but holy fire. "No one should mock the army of the living God," David said quietly. The messenger looked doubtful.
Look at him! He's just a boy with a stick! This shepherd will do the Lord's work. My God has delivered me from lions and bears.
He will deliver me from this giant too. The sheep watched in horror as David selected 5 smooth stones from the stream and placed them carefully in his pouch.
"What?"
Woolbert's eye bulged.
"Stones against a giant! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!"
Buttercup wailed.
"Our David is going to fight someone 9 feet tall with rocks."
But little Pip stood up straighter, his tiny chest puffed up with pride.
"If David says God will help him, then God will help him."
"Pip,"
Buttercup scolded.
"this is serious. Giants eat shepherd boys for breakfast."
"No, they don't.
Pip said matter-of-factly.
David told us that God is bigger than anything scary, even giants."
As David prepared to leave, he knelt down among his flock one last time. "I have to go," he said gently, scratching Woolbert behind the ear and kissing Buttercup's woolly head. "But don't worry.
The God who helped me protect you will help me protect all of his people."
Pip had made up his mind.
I'm following him.
Pip, no!
Buttercup bleated.
Someone needs to make sure he's okay.
Pip declared, and before anyone could stop him, the little lamb was bouncing down the hillside after David.
That lamb will be the death of me.
Woolbert muttered, but he and Buttercup followed too, keeping far enough back to stay safe, but close enough to see what would happen to their beloved shepherd. The valley of Elah was filled with two armies facing each other across a wide valley. The Israelites looked nervous on one side while the Philistines looked confident on the other. And then they heard. The voice boomed across the valley like thunder, and out stepped the most enormous man any of them had ever seen. Goliath was tall as three Davids stuck on top of each other, with armor that gleamed like black scales and a spear as thick as a tree trunk. Buttercup fainted behind a rock. Even Woolbert's knees knocked together. Maybe we should go home. But Pip's little chin gutted out stubbornly.
David can do this. I know he can.
Down in the valley, David walked forward, looking impossibly small. The sheep held their breath as Goliath laughed, a sound like boulders crashing down a mountain.
Is this your champion? A little boy?
Goliath roared.
Come here, and I will feed you to the birds.
David's voice rang clear and strong across the valley. You come against me with sword and spear.
I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty!
Everyone will know that there is a God in Israel. David reached into his pouch, pulled out one smooth stone, and placed it in his sling. He began to spin it faster and faster until it hummed like a giant bee.
Oh, I can't look.
Buttercup whimpered behind her rock.
Look, look.
Pip whispered urgently.
Something is happening.
And there it was. As David released the stone, it sailed through the air in a perfect arch. But just before it struck, the sheep saw something that made their little hearts leap with joy. There, for just one magical moment, surrounding the flying stone with warm golden light, was familiar warm brown eyes and the gentle loving face of the king of the castle of light himself, guiding David's stone straight and true. Goliath swayed like a giant tree. His eyes rolled back, and down he crashed with a sound like thunder, shaking the entire valley. The Philistine army took one look at their fallen giant and ran as fast as their legs would carry them. The Israelites shouted and jumped with cheer. But the three sheep had eyes only for their shepherd, who stood in the valley with his head bowed in prayer, thanking the God who had delivered him.
Did you see that?
Pip whispered in wonder.
Did you see the king's face in the light?
Yes, I saw.
Woolbert said in a voice full of wonder.
Our David was never alone. The king of the castle of light was with him the whole time.
Buttercup said, finally coming out from behind her rock. That evening, as David returned to the hills with his sheep, he sat among them and played his harp under the stars. The music was sweeter than ever before. You knew it, didn't you? David said to his flock with a smile. You knew God would take care of us. Pip nuzzled against David's knee.
We always knew. But now the whole world knows too.
And as the stars twinkled over like the king's own crown, the sheep settled down for the night, safe and sound, knowing that no giant, no matter how big, could ever be bigger than the love that watched over them. And now, let's take our prayer. Dear Jesus, thank you for being bigger than any problem that I might face. Help me to have faith like David and trust you like Pip, knowing that you are always with me. When scary things seem too big, remind me that your love is bigger still. I am chosen, I am loved, and I am your world changer. Amen.